So up in the attic, I found this bag, and it's a newer bag from the Disney store. I mean, I don't know if there's any Disney stores anymore, so it's not like a brand new bag, but it's one within the past 20 years. But in it are a bunch of old toys that I found. Some I had put in there recently, but we're gonna go through here and we're gonna go look at them. First I found, now he's not wearing his uniform, but we have Stalker, right? Now this is one of the second waves of 12-inch G.I. Joes that came out in the 90s when they came back out with the 12-inch G.I. Joes. And you can see they he was one of the ones that had the original hair like the old ones had. He had the scar on his face. This is not his uniform though. This is Snake Eyes shirt, and I believe it's Gung Ho's pants. So we've got to see if we can come across his original uniform, but there he is. Stalker from the early 90s. So next we have a Dino, a little stuffed Dino, and this is from 1988. So he must have come in like a cereal box or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But whoa, there is a bald troll. I don't know. Rats must have made a nest out of his hair, literally. But this was a troll, and you can see his hair is gone for some reason. I don't know if there's a fix for that. We still got the price tag on his foot, covering over. Nope, the copyright date is next to it, 1991. So that's pretty cool.
We also have like a bunch of Hot Wheels down here.
We do, and some of them may be newer ones. This is a Matchbox. Some of them may be newer, some of them may be older. This one is from 1989. Okay, so here we have the Widow. Mattel does make Hot Wheels, that's right.
Well, it doesn't say Hot Wheels on it, but it says Mattel. Oh yeah, it does.
So the Widow from 1989. Okay, what else do we got there? This is the Hot Wheels. What's the year on this? Did you check it out?
I don't know if it had a date.
It does, 1989. So we're finding some late 80s Hot Wheels cars here. I remember this one from when I was a kid. It used to have some kind of a crane on the back of it, but look, it's missing a wheel. This one's had some play. It's perhaps been left out in the backyard for some time. Do we see a date on it? No, we don't see a date, but as Alex said, made in France. So yeah. A lot of memories. Like sometimes you'll see something like this, and this is something that would pop up in like every one of my toy boxes, like all the time. I'd come across this when I was digging for toys and stuff as a kid. So a lot of memories here.
Yeah, this one is also a Hot Wheels, and the date is 1974.
1974. Okay, that's weird because I'm fairly confident this is not a 1974 Hot Wheels, but
it might have just been taken care of well.
I don't know. I don't remember having this really in my collection when I was a kid either.
Maybe it was someone else's then.
Maybe. But there it is, Snow Patrol, and sure enough, it does say 1974.
This one is Matchbox, and it was made in 1988, I think that's what it says. 1988. Oh yeah, that's an old one there. Look at that. It's definitely got like an 80s feel to it. Ooh, this one's weird. This one's also, I think it says Matchbox, but it was made in 1972. Yeah, and
this one I remember. This one is legit old. This was a tow truck, and I remember playing with this quite a bit back in the day. I think it used to have a windshield on it, like a yellowish windshield. So it's got a little bit of rust to it, a lot of play.
Ooh, wow.
And you can tell it's old too because it's got a metal bottom. They don't really make the metal bottoms anymore like they used to.
Yeah, but look at this one. This one's a Hot Wheels. It's got a plastic bottom. It was made in 1970.
Yes. Now this definitely is a vintage Hot Wheels here. It is legit from the 70s. You can tell the age on it. You can tell the wear on it. This is one that I did have as a kid, and it's probably older. I mean, it's obviously older than me. It probably belonged to one of my brothers. So, but this was in my collection. It survived my childhood and perhaps a childhood before mine, and it's definitely representative of a 70s Hot Wheels.
Now, once we pull these out, these are from both 1993, but this one has the flip version, so you kind of can flip it,
Like, see how you can, like, flip it, kind of, and you can turn that side like that?
Yes.
And you can twist it back, but you gotta be really careful about it.
Yeah, this is Two-Face. And this came out, these were in the McDonald's Happy Meals, I believe it was McDonald's, back when Batman, what was the one that had Two-Face in it? It wasn't Batman Returns. I believe it was Batman and Robin that had Two-Face. Or was it Batman Forever? My mind's slipping now. Batman Forever, I think it was, that had Two-Face. And when that came out, this was the Tommy Lee Jones version of Two-Face. There he is driving along. He's all nice, you know. He's the lawyer. And then Harvey Dent. And then all of a sudden, Two-Face. Kind of has a resemblance, Tommy Lee Jones, too.
Yeah, this one is also, this one is like, says it's part of a Matchbox series. It's a pony trailer where you like, and it looks like it hooks onto like a car or something like that.
Yeah, this is an old horse trailer, and this is
So find, like,
legit old. It really is. Okay, and now you found the classic Fisher-Price vehicles there.
Made in the USA.
And there's a couple of those. Let's pull those out. Let's pull that one out. Put that one here on the deck here. Okay, so we have a couple of Fisher-Price vehicles.
Do the little guys go in there? The little
the little round guys go in there. This is where the gas pump would go, right? And these are these are so classic right here. Like, look at the Fisher-Price logo on the front. You see it, it's even labeled gas, right? It's got some rust on it. Might have been outside for a while, or it just might be the years passing by. Could be 89, Fisher-Price 89. I don't know.
We also come in here, we also have an action sound.
An action sound. This was a tambourine that I believe came from a place called Dollar General, if I'm not mistaken. It used to be down here in the Kirkwood Shopping Center next to Pathmark. And I got this little thing when I was a kid that had these little toy instruments in it.
They had Dollar General when you were a kid?
Not Dollar General. Dollar Discount. That's what it was. I said the wrong thing. I'm so used to saying Dollar General.
And there's this...
That guy's from He-Man.
He's from...
He's
made by Mattel.
Mattel. The same people that make Hot Wheels. His legs don't feel like they're in the best of shape with the bands that are holding them on. He's been in the attic for a long time, right? This guy is from Masters of the Universe. He's a Masters of the Universe action figure. And I had two of this guy. Two of the same one, duplicates. So perhaps the other one is in a better place. I don't know. But he's still holding together. He used to have this outer shell that would go on that looked like a guy wearing a snake-type mask. And the outer shell would pop off and he'd be all these snakes. So this guy's pretty...
So now there's this little dog. This looks like it would have gone in there, but now it's like not round, but...
Yeah, this dog, he might... You know, I don't remember this dog very well. He may very well not have been mine. I can't tell the year on it. 1996. So he might not have been mine, but there he is, a little dog.
Wow.
That looks like an old one.
This is it's a Play 8. It says made in Hong Kong. It's a Honda S800, but it doesn't have a date or year on it.
No date or year. Yeah, you can definitely tell this one's old. You can tell it's got some play on it. It's got some paint loss there.
And I think I found part of the Fisher-Price toys that went in one of these.
Yeah, now this guy, okay, I think he might have been a knockoff Fisher-Price guy. Because I say that because of the sticker on his face. Now the original ones were wooden. They had a wooden body, plastic head, right? Then they came out with the ones that were all plastic. But even the ones that were all plastic that were legit Fisher-Price, they had a painted on face. But I'll bet he still fits in the cars. And he does. He can still drive in there. So it's the same type of figure.
Yeah, and I also found, I guess her name is Ivy, right?
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. It's 1993 DC.
Yeah, and she also came in the McDonald's Happy Meal along with Two-Face. So this was once again when this was Batman and Robin. I think this one was Batman and Robin was Poison Ivy because she was in the one with Mr. Freeze and the first version of Bane and the first movie version of Bane. But she drives along and the clam on the front would open and close. Got some squeaking there.
Yeah, and there's also this dude. I remember him. This can't be like that old of a toy because it doesn't. First of all, like it looks kind of new.
It does.
Ish, and it's from Tarzan.
From Tarzan.
The Tarzan that I remember watching, which was not really that old, so it's probably like from the early 2000s.
Not sure what the button on his back does, but
It probably moved his hands
there is
up and
indeed a
down.
button. Tarzan.
Now, here, I guess this is like a finger person.
I believe it was. I never remember him being in a vehicle or anything like that. I'm not saying he wasn't, but we always used him as like a finger puppet. This is the Cookie Monster, and this guy is very old. Let's see, it says Muppets Inc. on the back. I don't think we have a date on there, but this guy, I remember him. He was another one that was always in the toy box there, as far back as I could remember. The Cookie Monster.
And there's also this, just like a random one. I guess it's just, just a random, the things that you like spin.
A little top.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some more cars in there though. Looking in there. Ooh,
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
trying
this.
to look at the ones, I'm trying to save the cars for last because they're my favorite.
Bobby's World. That's pretty cool. There he is, and look, we happen to be by the pool here, so we can pretend that Bobby's like floating around in the pool.
I think he would actually float if you tried.
I don't think he would, because where the wheels are, he's got holes in the bottom.
Oh. So, also we have the last one before I start showing the cars, because I really like the cars and I want to save them for last. Is this little figure, and it doesn't have a date. All it says is he's made in China, but I'm assuming he's older because.
Yeah, he's just a little plastic knight. He goes with I think this guy, if I remember right, he might have come from a carnival where you cash in your tickets, or an arcade where you cash in your tickets and you can pick toys, and I might have picked the little knight. I think that's where he came from.
Oh.
That is very old. That's from probably the mid-'80s. And this was a G.I. Joe tool. So you would wind it up, and then you would push this forward, and the drill would turn. And they could drill, it wouldn't actually drill into the ground, but it would look like it was drilling. And then the legs could fold down, and you can see right there, they could wear it on their back. And I remember the colors always matched very well with the Ninja Viper that I had.
And
So
we did get that G.I.
1987.
Joe game.
Or not the Ninja Viper, the regular Viper.
And we did get that G.I. Joe game. So
That's right.
been really fun.
That's right.
Now we're just getting into the cars. So first we have, this is from
Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Yes.
I don't
He
think it
animated
has
Back
a
to the Future.
date. Looks like he lit up.
It used to have sparks that came out the back. I'm not sure he still does. I don't see any sparks shooting out there. Perhaps we got to try on a different surface, but yeah, I don't see any at first glance. But yeah, you can see where they would shoot out and it would look like it was, the engine was lighting up. It was pretty cool.
Oh, this is made by Meritus. It's 1993, it said, I think.
1983.
1983.
Yeah, now this was, okay, so I had two of these cars, and you would turn the steering wheel to wind them up. There was a blue track that they went on, and you would set them on the track, and they would go around the track, and they would race each other. So these were race cars, not slot cars by any means, but wind-up race cars that I used to have with a blue track. Pretty cool.
This is 1982.
1982, and it looks like it's very new for 1982.
Yeah, look at the bottom of it. The bottom's metal.
Yeah, that is. Very shiny and stuff, but it's got like a
It
tornado.
looks older, though.
It's called the Tornado. Let's take a look at the art on it. If we can here. Yep, Tornado. You can see the word tornado in the tornado.
We also have a police car. It looks like it's just like a deformed Tesla, but it looks like it's old. It's Hot Wheels, made in China.
It can't be that old then.
It's 1993, so it's not that old.
1993. There it is. Police car.
Oh, I think these are the same car, except one has different stickers,
Oh yeah.
This one has Hot Wheels on the front and stuff like that. And you could tell the difference in age, kind of, because this one is 1989. They're both the same year, 1989.
This one might just have a little more play. It might have gotten a little dirtier.
Yeah.
It's a good possibility. Mach 97.
Oh, wow. This looks like a really rusty vehicle. But
Yeah, that's an old Tonka truck there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It used to have the Tonka leg stickers on the side. Yep, see it says Tonka on the wheels. So an old Tonka truck, the middle of it is metal, the outside of it is plastic. I remember this well.
Just be
from when I
careful
was
you
a
don't
kid.
scrape yourself. It's all rusty.
Yeah, I don't want to get tetanus from this thing or
And the
something,
bottom of
but-
the wheels, the things that hold it on, looks like they could snap easily because
Yeah.
they're so rusty. Oh.
That's
Well-
another Tonka. Now what this used to do is you would take this car, right, and on a flat surface you would go like this, vroom, 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 and then it would store up all the energy, and you would push that button on top, and it would take off flying. So these were pretty cool things right here. And it's got like the Thunderbird on the front, a little bit of rust, and the Tonka logo on the back.
Pulling out next, it's got no wheels. This one looks a little beat up. It doesn't have a year. It says made in China.
Yeah. So this one was just kind of a knockoff Hot Wheels. I think I had a blue one as well.
This looks like a Back to the Future car. I don't know if it says that it's an Aliyah. Oh, it's made in England, whatever it is, because, oh yeah, it's Matchbox.
Yeah, I remember this one. This one was just kind of got a retro look to it. Some cool colors, yellow and pink, right? That screams 80s. Wheels struggling there a little bit. And the year is kind of well scraped. It might be 1980.
This is another really rusty one. It says 1992. It's another Tonka Corp, made in China.
Yeah, and this was a Tonka, and this was like a bulldozer type thing. It had a little plastic shovel that came out the front, or a little plastic bulldozer.
So Tonka was made by both Japan and China, because I've been seeing some that are made by Japan, some that are made by China.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look up a little more about the history of the company there.
But here's
But
another one.
Tonka used to make a pretty good vehicle.
It's another one where you like reel it back. And
Oh
then you
yeah,
press the
so
button.
let's look at that. That's pretty cool. So this is another one by Tonka, where you would rev it up, push the button, and it would fly. Let's look at those side by side. So these two obviously went together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool. Those are classics right there.
Looking in here, the last thing is, it looks pretty beat up. It's a Hot Wheels. It was made in Thailand, 1992, metallic.
1992 Hot Wheels. There it is, the last vehicle that we're looking at.
And
The last thing in this bag of just kind of random toys, mostly cars that I pulled from the attic. I think some of the stuff I put in there, like the G.I. Joe, I found him when I was up there digging, and I may have found some of these other guys and put them in the bag. But all these cars, I peeked in there when I was up in the attic, and I saw all these cars in there, and I was like, oh, we got to pull this down out of the attic. We got to go through this and then perhaps stick it in the storage unit. But there it is. Thank you for joining us. And remember,
Make sure to like and subscribe.